I start with a question. In Everyone Brave is Forgiven, I'm also starting with this question. What does it mean to be brave? What is courage, especially nowadays? I'd loved them, and still do, but I realised that the people who were actually in that war, as soldiers or fighting it on the home front, were often 10, 15, 20 years younger than the people who portrayed them in these movies that I'd grown up with. They were a lot younger. They were a lot more frightened. At the beginning, they had something very different from bravery, which was bravado. They were sure that they could do it. The period before action, where you form with other human beings the kinds of bonds that are strong enough to make you get up and walk into bullets. That was what I think was missing. I think it was an act of faith to fall in love with someone in those days. I think people were more aware of the things that were going to separate them, of the things that were going to split them apart. And I think they were more afraid than we are. And I think that made it both easier and harder to fall in love. For me, you have to go back to the Second World War to find a time when we really were unified, when we really could reach across a lot of divides, certainly political divides, certainly religious divides, and quite often divides of class and sometimes of race, to find a kind of unity that I think people desperately crave now. Not out of nostalgia, but out of this sense that if we could discover what it was that helped people or allowed people to come together in a common cause, then we could bottle it, and wouldn't that be a great antidote to the times we lived in now?